Welcome to VTeach. In this session, we are going to discuss about tunnel diode. So we need to know that what is the tunnel diode and what is the basic difference between the PN junction diode and tunnel diode. Tunnel diode also having the two terminals like as a PN junction diode, that is the anode and as the cathode. But the doping concentration is a totally different between the PN junction diode and tunnel diode. Tunnel diode is having the 10 to the power of 3 times greater doping density than the PN junction diode. Now we will see that what is the inside of the tunnel diode and as well as what it is happening, and as well as it is introduced by the Isaki scientist, Dr. Isaki scientist, he introduced it. So that's why we can call that it is a Isaki diode also. Now we will see that what is the symbol of the tunnel diode. So the symbol of the tunnel diode is, it's like as a normal diode but which is indicating some little bit difference. So it's indicating that it's a T. So this is called as a tunnel diode symbol, and this is anode and it is a cathode like as a normal diode. Now if you are coming for the working of the tunnel diode, it is a quite different than the normal diode. Now you can see that energy band of the PN junction diode. In P-type semiconductor material, the majority carriers are the holes, and this is the energy band diagram of the P-type semiconductor material. And we can see that in the N-type semiconductor material, the majority charge carriers are the electrons, and you can see this is the energy band diagram of the N-type semiconductor material. If both you are taking that, this is the junction, at the junction it will be like this. So finally this is the PN junction energy band diagram. We will discuss the explanation of the tunnel diode by using the energy band diagram. So we will see the stage by stage. As the first stage, no bias. What will happen? If it is in the no bias, electrons are not having the capability, because it is not having the sufficient energy to move from here to there. From the electron which is presenting in the N-type semiconductor material, it will not move towards to the P-type of the semiconductor material, because the energy levels of the holes and energy levels of the electrons both are different. This is the case one, we can call that there is no bias. If you are coming for the second case, we can call that it is the breakdown the less than the cut-in voltage. If the input voltage is there less than the cut-in voltage, then this energy is going to be go to the upward direction. At that time, some of the electrons will be moved towards to the hole. Little bit amount of the electron will be moved towards to the hole. At that time, the current will be try to start. So whenever, if you are increasing as a third case, at the second case, if I am increasing the little bit voltage, at that time some of the electron, only little amount of the electrons will be moved from the positive to move from the N-type semiconductor material to P-type semiconductor material. So due to that, little bit amount of the current is started. Now if you are increasing the voltage, the meaning of that one, this energy level, it is going to the upward direction. Whenever the energy levels of the N-type and energy level of the P-type, if it is coming the equal state, then more number of the electrons it is going to be paired with the P-type of the semiconductor. More number of the electrons it is going to make a pair of the P-type semiconductor metal. Due to that, the current will be increased. So whenever the energy level of the electron and energy level of the hole both are the equal, at that time we will get the maximum amount of the current. That we can say that it is a peak current or peak voltage. So after that, still if you are increasing the voltage, we can consider that it is a fourth case. If you are increasing the increasing the voltage, at that time the energy level at the N side, it is going to be crossover. So again the amount of the electrons paired between the N to P, it is going to be reduced. So that's why the current will be going to decrease. So that's why the current is going to be decreased after the peak. Still you are increasing the voltage. At some point it will be act as a normal diode. At this point it will be act as a normal diode. If you are increasing the voltage, according to that it will be increased, and this is called as a negative resistance value. You can see this in the graph, then easily you can understand. So this is the VI characteristics of the tunnel diode. You can see here, initially if there is no bias, nothing will be moved from the N-type semiconductor material to P-type semiconductor material. We can say that it is an electron. There will not be any electron movement. If I am increasing the voltage, according to that the current will be increased. Whenever the energy levels of the N and P both are equal, at that time maximum voltage we are getting. Maximum, thus we are saying that it is a peak voltage. After that, if you are increasing the voltage, then again the energy level of the N side, it is going to be over than the P type, then it is going to be decreased, the current is going to be decreased if you are increasing the temperature, this increasing the voltage. This is called as a negative resistance. At the negative resistance means after the peak it is going to be decreases. So at the value point, at the peak point, after that what will happen, after that again the current will be going to be increased, and as well as from here, from after this words, it will be act as a normal diode. There is no change of that one. So this case we are saying that it is a tunnel diode. The tunnel diode is having some different applications we are going to use. That is a ultra high speed switch. This is used for the high switch over, as a logic memory storage devices. So 0 or 1 storing devices also it is using, as a microwave oscillator to generate the some oscillations also we are using, in relaxation oscillator circuit, and as well as in amplifiers also the tunnel diode is using. As a summarize, the tunnel diode is having some different characteristics than the PN junction diode. It is having the high doping, and we need to give the more doping, that is 10 to the power of 3 times than the PN junction diode. And it is initially the energy levels of the holes and energy levels of the electrons in the P and N, it is a far away. Whenever we are giving the some energy, then it is entering, N is entering into the P region, then the electrons from the N to P it will be moved. So still if you are increasing the voltage, according to that the both energy levels will become the equal. At that time more number of the electrons will be moved from the N side to P side, due to that we will get the more current. Still if you are increasing the voltage, then electron side energy will be higher than the, at that time less amount of the electrons will be moved from the N to P side. Continuously if you are increasing, then it will be enter into the normal diode state. Thank you.